federal government now is classifying all COVID-19 patient deaths as such, regardless of whether any other underlying health issues were a factor. This as the death toll in the United States just topped 13,000. How many of those people had other health risks at play, though? And maybe it wasn't, in fact, COVID-19 that caused their death. Dr. Deborah Birx, with the task force at the White House, explains it this way.
Some countries are recording that as a heart issue or a kidney issue and not a COVID-19 death. Right now, we're still recording it. The intent is right now that if someone dies with COVID-19, we are counting that.
Nashwat, I'm going to start with you. What is the significance of this?
Well, it gives us inaccurate information because just because you have coronavirus does not mean you will pass from it. You could have died from a heart attack. For example, one of the leading causes of deaths in diabetics is heart disease. And just because you acquire a coronavirus does not mean that that's going to be the cause of death.
Fascinating, fascinating. So that means that the numbers that the Fox News anchor just put up there from Johns Hopkins University, wow, it must be a grand conspiracy. You know, Mike Bloomberg donates a lot to Johns Hopkins, so they must be fudging the coronavirus death numbers to make Donald Trump look bad. This is currently being peddled on Fox News. It's extremely dangerous. And it's not just off-brand hosts. It's not just, people just talking throughout the day. Tucker Carlson, one of their top 3 most highly rated anchors, was peddling this on his show the other night. Tuesday night on Fox News, Tucker Carlson and analyst Brit Hume argued that the death toll may be exaggerated because people who are dying of other causes but have the coronavirus are being classified as coronavirus deaths because they're dying of coronavirus. Okay. Carlson cited weekly data on pneumonia deaths from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, describing the drop in deaths as suspicious. He suggested that some people who are actually dying of pneumonia might incorrectly be logged as dying of the disease caused by the coronavirus COVID-19. Except they wouldn't have died unless they had the coronavirus. Oh man, so we're getting into this territory now, that the numbers and the science and the data being promoted is an anti-Trump conspiracy. The numbers from the Center for Disease Control, they're really against Donald Trump. I mean, and then you have Dr. Birx and Dr. Fauci going on the stump next to Donald Trump and saying, no, that's not right. That's not right. The data doesn't bear that out. Tucker Carlson saying that there were thousands of pneumonia deaths that were being wrongly classified. That's completely made up out of whole cloth. The last week for which we have any data is the week that ended March 21st. Why is that March 21st date important? By that point, the United States had logged just 385 deaths from the coronavirus. There's no way thousands of pneumonia deaths were being wrongly classified as deaths from the coronavirus because there weren't even 1,000 coronavirus deaths logged, period. Deborah Birx, who serves on the White House's coronavirus task force, said, if someone dies with COVID-19, we are counting that as a COVID-19 death. So even though these are the people that the Trump administration has said, they're the experts, we want them on stage with us, we're going to trust them to relay the information that is necessary, I guarantee you that Trump is going to start promoting this conspiracy theory, saying that there's fewer coronavirus deaths than are being reported because it's just trying to make him look bad. Even though the very doctors that he's hiring are going to be the ones that are saying, no, this data is correct. There's no CDC, Johns Hopkins conspiracy against Trump. But this is what propaganda does. That's what Fox News is, obviously. I'm not saying anything new there. But that's why Trump's fake news thing is so effective. Because you take a generally well-placed skepticism of government that many people have, and you just twist it to your advantage, and make sure that the narrative is pro-Trump, pro-you, pro-Republicans. And the GOP has been doing this effectively for years, and Fox News has been doing this effectively for years. And the Democrats, well, you know how I feel. They did that and said Bernie Sanders was scary on MSNBC and all of that. It's really, you see it. And when people who are habitual MSNBC watchers despise Bernie Sanders. That's propaganda. And that's what these news channels have become. And this time, it's Fox News that's peddling it, trying to get you to not believe the science because, oh, they're just trying to take Donald Trump down. That is dangerous, dangerous stuff, but it's nothing new that the Republican Party is anti-science. Of course.